My name is Betty Helm, and about 20 years ago I found a beautiful place up in Berry Creek, California. I've lived there for all this time, building it up and enjoying the wildlife. It's a beautiful place to live. And then on September 8th of 2020, the bear fire came through.
This is part of the North Complex, which has burned more than 250,000 acres and is only 38% contained. Fire officials say it's moving so fast, it's burning at a rate of 1,000 acres per half hour.
There's lots and lots of smoke for days, but that day I could tell the difference in the smoke and the heat. I just went by my instincts, told my granddaughter we were leaving and that she needs to pack her little backpack. At the time I was concerned about what I would be losing, but I didn't want to take any risk with my granddaughter and my animals. So when we came back after the fire, nothing was left. Kind of in shock for a while, and there were so many problems to solve, but water was the biggest one. The fire took out my solar panels, it took out the top of the well, burned it down to the ground. It was pretty daunting to think of what it would be involved and the expense of replacing all of that. I kept trying to believe that I wouldn't have to sell the land and that I could just start over. So I was so happy and relieved when I found out about the Water Well Trust.
So as we work around the world with different communities and different individuals, we hear all the time how giving them clean, safe water is practically life-saving and life-changing. The National Water Well Trust was started by the Water Systems Council back in 2010. And over that period of time, they have helped thousands of people with low interest loans and grants so that they can install pumps, motors, and water systems in their community. Here in the U.S., there's millions of people that don't have access to clean, fresh, potable water. And when infrastructure bills get passed, many of these rural areas are overlooked. The Water Well Trust has been able to provide water for over 2,000 people just last year, and we put over $2 million of resources back into the industry. In 2020, when the North Complex fires went through California here, this particular area was hit especially hard. These folks up here lost nearly everything. Almost looks like a war zone up there. A couple of weeks ago, we contacted this lady that was in need of a pump and motor and fresh water, and the phone call, we actually had to stop to just let her catch her breath because she didn't think it would ever be possible for her to afford to build a home, recondition the land, and get her pump and motor and well back in operation. So when she found out that the foundation were supplying the needed products and the labor through a local contractor here in Northern California, she was, in her words, flabbergasted, and actually was brought to tears, and we had to wait a few minutes to let her catch her breath. We went back in and pulled the old pump out, rehabilitated her well, put in new casing, poured a concrete pad around the well to protect the casing, and then put in a new pump, a new cistern for her to store water in, and then installed new solar panels on the property. On the property here in Northern California, this is a great pump because she's off the grid and doesn't have power available, but she does have plenty of sunshine here in California, and so the SQ Flex pump was designed exactly for this application. In this situation, she's pumping from a couple of 100 feet down, pumping up to a cistern that's going to hold water for her up on the hill, and then it'll gravity feed down to her home so that she'll have plenty of clean, potable water day and night anytime that she needs it.
I just want to thank the Water Well Trust and all the people that have contributed their time and energy, and all the people that have made donations. Thank you so much.